but that wasn't the reason why we broke up. And like you said, unless you hear it from the persons themselves, it was.
Back in WWE, when they decided to send you and Bubba your separate ways, when you became Reverend Devon, which was one of my favorite gimmicks of all time, loved Reverend Devon, and then Bubba was doing his thing over on Raw. What led to that breakup? Because I've heard through the grapevine, and you know, in this day and age, you can't believe everything that's written on the internet. But I had heard that it was actually you that wanted to become the singles wrestler, to give that a shot. Can you?
Well, I've always wanted to be a singles wrestler. Tag team wrestling wasn't something I was a diehard fan of going into. You know, I wanted to be the Roddy Piper. I wanted to be the Junkyard Dog, the Hulk Hogan. I wanted to, you know, that singles, that glory for me. That was Bubba's thing. He always wanted to be a tag team. He, you know, and I agree with what one of the comments that he said is that sometimes, you know, tag team is more exciting than singles. There's so many different elements that you can use in tag team wrestling, and so many things you can do with that as opposed to singles wrestling. I think he has a point there. I just never saw myself in a tag team. So for me, it was just like whatever. But that wasn't the reason why we broke up. And like you said, unless you hear it from the persons themselves, it was Vince's idea. Vince, in my opinion, a lot of people thought that Vince wanted the Reverend Devon character was kind of like a crack at the Catholic Church. Because remember, back then, they were also picketing, you know, a lot of our shows saying that we were the devil and the storylines that we were doing and this and that wasn't right for kids. So even though I had always wanted to become singles, at that point, I was scared to death. I was brand new in WWE. We only had been there about 4 or 5 years. I didn't want to go singles at that point. You know, I didn't have that confident boost behind me. And so we even told Vince we didn't think it was going to be a good idea. And he said, no, I think it will be. So, when Vince tells you no, even though you say you don't want to do something, it's like, no, do it anyway.